Your most successful relationship is very, very, very likely not going to be with the person that you have loved the most. And I want to unwind this topic because it can seem confusing or a little complicated. But let me reiterate: your most successful relationship is 95% not likely to be with the person you have loved the most in your life. And here's why. Love, when we all start with, experiencing that feeling when it comes to somebody else than your family, you want to find a partner, a lifelong partner, a boyfriend, girlfriend, and whatever the case may be. It tends to come when you're at a younger age for most people. And one of the characteristics of youth is inexperience. Is, you're dabbling in something new that you've never experienced before. You tend to make a lot of mistakes, and that is normal. It is completely and utterly normal to make a lot of mistakes, and for that reason alone, you have no point of reference to what it is to have a successful relationship with somebody you're dating, right? And a lot of times you're going to love that person, and I dare to say, with the person you love the most. When you love somebody on that level, right, the person you love the most, you're very likely not to have, not going to have the level of the knowledge, are going to have the courage to do the things that you have to do in order for that relationship to be successful. Because it requires doing things for and to that person that they're probably not going to like. It requires making decisions for them that are good for them, but that they might not perceive as being good. It requires a level of maturity that you probably will not have at that moment, and it's okay. It requires you steering the ship of the relationship to get to the port of love. You dig? I'm trying to make special words and shit, but if you understand what I mean, and I think this is a great analogy for a lot of things in life, is by the time that you get to the level of skill or the understanding or the mastery of what it is you're trying to get a hold of, you're not going to be the same, or you're not going to be with the same person as it relates to love, which is what we're talking about right now. Simply because you'll have made too many mistakes to still be with that person. And I'm trying to draw a parallel even with myself, thinking back in hindsight with my first relationship, right? It was first of all due to an experience, because I didn't know how to maneuver a relationship, because my only point of reference, and this might be the same for you, growing up on Disney propaganda and all these stuff, I thought I had to recreate what was being shown to me on screen because I didn't have my own experience back then. But these behaviors are just conducive to unsuccessful relationships, because it teaches you to cater to people, cater to your girlfriend, which is not what they want. They want to be with somebody that does what they want, not what they think they have to do, because it shows dependency, which is unattractive. But I digress. And it's the same with a career. By the time you truly have gained mastery of the career that you're pursuing, your desire that you had initially for that career probably will have dissipated, or at least your excitement towards achieving a lot of the things probably won't be as high as it was when you started. But what keeps you going is the chase for the attainment of what you sought out to do when you started, if it makes sense, right? It's the habit as well, which is probably going to be the same for relationships. This is my experience of life. Things tend to get mundane. They tend to get you tend to get used to shit. If you've never heard about the law of familiarity, it's such a demonstration of human nature in general. Is like what you have, you tend to take for granted over time. If you have a car, which is a new car of the year, whatever the case may be, it'll only feel good to you to drive that car for about a month, and then you get used to it. And then to you, there's probably not going to be a difference between driving a Toyota Corolla or driving that new car. I just got a new car, which is really an upgrade from what I've had in the past, and I've had it for like 2 weeks now. Give me another 2 weeks, and it'll feel the exact same as it feels for me to drive my 2012 Kia Rio, my mom's 2012 Kia Rio. And it's a great lesson to learn while you're still young, because it'll keep you from chasing things that you think are going to make you feel better. Even if they do, the feeling is going to be temporary. So you can seek satisfaction through material things, but that's just me digressing. And it's the same for love, because youthful love shines bright. It burns with fervor. It burns with intensity, but it burns very fast. And the reason why, once again, I'm going to say it again, it's very likely not to be with your some more successful relationships is very likely not to be with the person you love the most, is because at a young age, you just don't know what to do. You're inexperienced. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. And you don't have the balls to tell that person you love a lot what it is, the truth of what you want to do with that relationship, what you think in specific moments, because you don't want to bruise their egos. You don't want them to love you any less. But it's really funny how love works. Is when you're a genuine, you truly, at least for guys, you tell your girl what you want or what you truly think that she loves you the most, because she knows you're not coddling her. They like somebody that's not scared to lose them. It's the opposite of the dependency. It shows self-sustainability. It shows confidence that, you know what, even if that person leaves, you're still good because you're the leader. Understand? And that's all I got for you, man. If you fuck with the content, subscribe, like, and share the video. And I'm going to see you next time. Peace.